Welcome back, friends. Today we're going to create a neat fish in an apple design. So we're going to start off with an apple. I'm going to go to my elements section and I'm going to place a green apple on my workspace. I'm going to take a duplicate of this page and I'm going to take this apple and I'm going to remove that stem. So I'm going to click that apple. I'm going to go into Edit. And I'm going to select Magic Grab. And I'm just going to select the leaf and the stem, and I'll say Grab. This way I can separate the stem from the apple and recycle the two throughout my design. So I'm just going to place the stem right there. I'm going to make a duplicate of this page again. And I'll just get rid of that stem. I don't need the stem for this portion of my design. I'm going to grab a square or a rectangle, or you can just press R and that will place a rectangle on your workspace. I'm going to make that a little bit larger, like this. I'm going to make this black, and I'm going to position it behind my apple. Now, before we move forward, I am going to erase the background of that apple. That's because it had a little bit of a shadow. You see this shadow here, and I don't want that. Plus the outline of the leaf is still in there. So I'm just going to remove the background. I'm now going to take that apple, I'm going to go to Edit, and I'm going to go to Duotone, and I'm going to change the color of that apple to white. So I'll change both the shadows and the highlights to pure white. It has to be pure white, okay? And I'll just move that right here. I'm going to go to Share. I'm going to download this. I only want my current page, and I'll say Done. I'll download. While that's downloading, I'm going to add another page. I'm going to bring that design back into my workspace. And once it's finished uploading, I'm going to go to BG Remover and I'm going to remove the background. All right, if I go back into BG Remover, we'll notice that I've created an overlay in the shape of an apple. So that is perfect. I'm going to close this. And so I will just make this a little bit larger. To fit my workspace so that it covers my entire area. All right. So here that is. All right, we're now going to go back to our first page and we are going to grab this apple. So I'm going to copy that. And I'm going to come back down to our last page here. I'm going to paste it and I'm just going to resize it so that it fits in that layer or that opening. I'm now going to take it. I'm going to come to the top and I'm going to crop it like that. I'm now going to place a circle on my workspace. Here's my circle. I'm going to crop it a little bit and place it right on the bottom part of my apple so that it looks like my apple is sliced in half. I'm going to change the color of that to a beigey color. And I'll leave it like that. Let's now grab a goldfish. Again, I'm going to go into my recently used. Here is a goldfish. I'm just going to make him a little bit smaller and place him right inside. I'll go back to my elements and I'm just going to search for a circle, shadow. So I'll grab this right here. And I'll just place that shadow right underneath to kind of, I guess, give the appearance of a shadow for that goldfish. I'm now going to go over back to my elements and I'm going to grab some water. This is the water that I'm going to use. And what I want to do is I want to remove this white part up here. But when I go into background remover, it just removes everything and that's not really what I want. So I'm going to undo that. And instead, I'm going to go back to edit. I'm going to go to magic grab and I'm going to grab the water. So I'll grab that top part here and I'll grab the bottom part here. And I'm going to say grab. Now, if you like this video and you find it fun, press that like button, subscribe, and turn that notification bell on. If you don't have Canva Pro and you want to try it out, I also have an affiliate link in the description that you can use to try out Canva Pro for 30 days. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to separate the two. So I'm going to get rid of that background and that's going to leave me with this water here. So I'm going to go to position and layers and I'm going to grab that water and I'm going to bring it all the way behind that overlay. So here it is right here. And I'm just going to position it a little bit like that. I'm going to grab my fish and make that a little bit smaller. And let's go back to elements and let's place some bubbles in there with the little guy. That way, you know, we can see that maybe he is breathing. And I'll bring some up there too. And maybe I'll change the direction. Let's go back up to the top. So here is my apple. So I'm going to actually put them back together. And I'm going to take a copy of them both. And I'm going to paste them here as a guide. So this is just going to be a guide. I'm going to group them together and I'm going to make them transparent a little bit so I can see behind. And I'm going to resize it so that it fits right on top approximately. And I'm now going to grab that black overlay. I'm going to go into edit and I'm going to change it to white. So I'll change both the shadows and the highlights to a bright white. We're now going to go into elements and we're going to grab a glass circle. So I've already found one. This is the one that I'm going to use. If you're searching for this, look for bubble, transparent, circle, glass, droplet. Okay, but this is the one I'm going to use. I'm going to add a new page and I'm going to add that droplet to my workspace. Now, for the next part, I need to have a little bit more room on the sides with the image, which I don't have. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to download this and re-upload it into Canva. So I'm going to download it as transparent, and I only want the current page. And I'll explain why I'm doing this in the next part. Okay, so there that is. I'm going to grab that droplet and bring it back in. So here it is. And now I'm just going to try and resize it to kind of make it a similar size as my apple. We're now going to go into our apps and we're going to search for an app that warps. This is the app that I'm going to use. It's called Warp Brush. So I'm going to select that and I'm going to use this option right here called Warp. Now, you remember I downloaded this image because I needed room on the side here. Before, I didn't have that option, and I wouldn't be able to use the warp tool if I didn't have a little bit of space over on the sides going all the way around. And downloading it and re-uploading it into Canva allows that little bit of space around the object. Now we have the option to customize the brush size over here. And this is something you're going to have to play with regards to the brush size, the brush strength. So I'm going to take the brush and I'm going to make it a little bit larger. And for the brush strength, so you basically just need to try and figure out, okay, is this the right strength? So as you can see, as I'm moving things along, and I'm doing this very gently, you want to bring or warp the glass so that it's fitting over right over the apple and not going over the edge. So I'm just kind of molding it a little bit to make it fit over the apple nicely. And now, you'll need to do this all the way around the apple. And you can play around with the strength as you need to. By pulling down and pulling up all the way around. Now over here, I do want to create a little bit of a dip. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to decrease the brush strength and the brush size so that I can pull this down a little bit. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come on over to the left panel and I'm going to say save. You have to save it. So I'm going to click save and I'll just close that. Okay, we're almost done now. So what we need to do is we need to delete a couple of things. So I'm going to go to position and layers. And you remember that green apple with the stem. So here it is right here. I'm going to ungroup it because I need the leaf, but I don't need the apple anymore. The apple was just a guide. So I'm going to grab that apple here. And I'm going to delete the apple, which will leave the leaf up here. Now the leaf needs to be on top, so I'm going to grab that leaf and just bring it right on top of that glass shape. I'm going to close this for a second just so that we can take a look at this together. What do you think? Did you like this tutorial? Is this something that you would use? Would you use this warping tool? Let me know in the comments. Let me know if you liked it. If you did and you learned something, give this video a like. And if you like my videos, subscribe and turn that notification bell on. That way you know when new content comes out. Join my membership if you want access to my videos early access. And if you want to hear more about my live classes, let me know in the comments as well. For now, my friends, I'm going to say bye-bye until next time.